All right, welcome back, everybody. Stephen R. here on Monday Night Sports Talks, presented by News Talk New England. We are now joined by quarterback of the Massachusetts Pirates, Mr. Anthony Russo. Anthony, I want to thank you for joining us here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So let's start. I want to start with this. I see you're wearing a Temple University sweater. Are you a Philadelphia native?
I am. Grew up in Philadelphia. Was fortunate enough to play 4 years at Temple University. Had my little sister there. She was 2 years younger than me, so she went to Temple. One of my older sisters worked at Temple Hospital, so Temple made Temple proud for sure.
So let's start with your football career. When did you start playing football? You play like Pee Wee, or was it like in like high school?
Yeah, I started playing football when I was 4 years old. Started with flag football, 2 years of flag football, then got into, Pop Warner, like pound football, and played that all the way up till sixth grade. Then I started playing CYO football for my church. Played that a few years, and then that led into high school, into college, and then now into professional.
So let's talk about the moment you heard from the Massachusetts Pirates that they had an opportunity for you to be a quarterback. Where were you? How did you receive the message from them? What was your reaction?
Yeah, I was super excited. I was actually at home working for my best friend's landscaping company. Shout out to Carroll Landscaping back home in Doylestown, but was working for them, cutting lawns, just trying to make some money, and got a call from Jawad, opportunity to come up here and play and make some money and play some professional football. I was super excited for it, and actually got in my car and drove up the next morning, and I've been here ever since. So it's been awesome up here, and really grateful for the opportunity.
What was it like transitioning from outdoor football to indoor football? What was it like?
Yeah, it was different. The game's much faster, field's a little bit smaller, got a couple less guys on the field. I'd say the timing was the biggest difference. In outdoor football, you're taking a lot of 3-step, 5-step drops, and indoor football, it's a lot of 1-step drops and getting the ball out of your hands quick. But the transition's been pretty easy for me with the help of Coach Anthony Payton, and as well as Alejandro, our other quarterback, has really helped me out big time. So transition's been good, and just happy to be here.
Now, you guys are on a 3-game win streak, but before then, you went into Iowa and you dropped a big deuce. I don't like to be negative, but I kind of want to talk about it a little bit. 73-43 loss. What has changed since that loss in Iowa?
Yeah, a tough loss like that can either be a turning point for a season, or it can just kind of start a snowball effect going downhill. And I think we really took a deep look at ourselves after that game and our mindset week in and week out, and what we could do better. And we came to realize that our work Monday through Friday, in the meeting rooms and on the practice field, that's what makes the difference once it comes to game day on Saturday. And we didn't think we were putting in the amount of work that we should have been doing beforehand, and I think that's why we were handed a tough loss at Iowa. But I think we've really changed that. We've really upped the tempo of practice Monday through Friday. Been doing a lot of extra work, extra film studies, extra meetings, and I think it's shown the past few weeks that the work we've been putting in has allowed us to be successful on Saturdays.
You guys faced the number one team last week, the Frisco Fighters. Took them down. You personally threw 8 touchdown passes. This is just a few weeks after you threw 9 touchdown passes. I was like, wow. This is incredible. What did you see in the defense that made it so easy for you to throw 8 touchdowns?
Yeah, obviously we knew they were going to be a tough defense, number one defense in the league, and we knew we were going to get a lot of man coverage. I knew our offensive line versus their pass rush, who was very highly ranked and highly rated. I knew our offensive line was going to do what they needed to do to give me time, and I think any team that plays us man coverage with the wide receivers we have is crazy, because I know the separation that they can create in man coverage. I know the challenge that they can face trying to have someone play them man-to-man. So just the confidence I had in our wide receivers to go out and get open. My job is just to get them the ball and allow them to make plays, and the film has shown that that's exactly what they do.
Now, you might hear us downstairs, ladies and gentlemen, by offensive coordinator Anthony Payton. He's playing the piano. Obviously, he's your coach. He calls plays, whatever he does.
Yep.
What's your relationship like with him?
It's awesome. AP's been great for me since the first day I got here. He calls himself a scientist in offense and drawing plays, and I really think he is. If you've ever noticed, he doesn't carry a play sheet onto the field with him. He just calls the plays off the top of his head, and I think that's a testament to the preparation he puts in throughout the week. The amount of film that he watches, the confidence he has in his play calling and his game plan, and